Ecovillage. Ecovillage is a vision. Ecovillage is a goal. Ecovillage is an ideal. Around the world, many people are starting to use the term ecovillage to describe their communities, projects, and other endeavors. What do people mean by ecovillage? What do these projects share in common, and how are they diverse? First, ecovillage is a vision, an ideal, a goal. Except for some Aboriginal villages that have retained their ancient sustainable cultures, there are no examples of fully realized ecovillages as of this writing. Those using the term are describing a commitment or intent to live more sustainably, reintegrating their lives with ecology. But what do people mean by sustainability? There is really no simple, clearly agreed upon definition of sustainability. Some would try to define it in scientific terms: carrying capacity, energy flows, ecological systems, design strategies. Others would talk about the social factors, humans' relationship to nature, spirituality, wisdom, equality, decision-making processes, holism, a sense of place. Often people talk about looking ahead 7 generations or creating systems that can be continued into the indefinite future. Of course, even if people agree on the definition, they will incorporate these ideals into their daily lives in very different ways and at different levels. Beyond a shared commitment to sustainability, ecovillages are diverse in many ways. They exist in rural, urban, and suburban areas and in all parts of the world, among a variety of cultures. They can be embedded in a larger human settlement, such as a neighborhood in a large city. They can be newly formed projects just underway, or older groups redefining themselves or hanging a new term on what they've been doing all along. In general, ecovillage is used to describe places that are aiming for a village-like quality. A village is more than just a place to live. A village is also a place for work and play, birth and death, trading of goods and services, celebrations, and all aspects of healthy lives. Equally important is being human scale, meaning a population where it's still possible for people to know each other as people and not as anonymous masses. As you are looking at ecovillages, remember to ask what folks really envision for their project when it comes to such things as size, scope, social structure, and ecology. Also ask where they are in the here and now. Ecovillage is a process as well as a vision, and we are all somewhere on a long path. Originally based on What is Ecovillage? By Tony Cerna. A Brief History of L.A. Ecovillage. Prior to December 1992, the energy of Ecovillage was focused on a vacant 11-acre landfill site owned by the city, and on the surrounding neighborhoods in northeast Los Angeles. That site is about 7 miles away from the current location. The vacant landfill has a rural feel to it, though it is only about 5 miles from downtown. The Volunteer Planning and Advisory Group used the landfill site to focus its energies for over 5 years. There have been 4 exploratory design studies and some significant public policy work, including the establishment of ecovillage concepts in the City of Los Angeles housing policies. The Ecovillage Planning Group learned a lot about landfills, but when it came right down to it, no one in the group felt right about moving there. The group had tried, over the years, to establish a presence in the neighborhood surrounding the landfill. Although many of the existing neighbors expressed an interest, none assumed an active involvement, and some actively opposed our proposals. After the violent uprisings of April 1992, many of us began to seriously re-evaluate our priorities for inner-city Los Angeles. How could we help heal our city? How could we most effectively introduce whole systems planning into rebuilding neighborhoods? At the same time, how could we rethink our positions concerning urban development and open space issues? How could we protect, restore, and preserve our remaining open space? After much thought, those of us in the planning group realized that our hearts were no longer into the idea of creating yet another new development. The landfill should remain as open space. It all added up. In mid-December 1992, 25 of us came together and enthusiastically consensed on changing the focus from the landfill site to this neighborhood. At that time, We had a 12-year presence here, and there were 4 major fires within 2 blocks of our community during the riots. We realized that the Ecovillage could have greatest impact where it was needed most in our own built-out neighborhood. An ecovillage is not a standard concept that can be designed and plunked down anywhere. Whether new development or retrofit of an existing neighborhood, urban, suburban, or rural, an ecovillage is a complex set of interactive processes. These processes are inextricably linked to a core group of people working to integrate the public interest with their individual needs, desires, resources, and networks. Nothing has been lost in refocusing LA Ecovillage energy to the new site. In fact, progress is accelerating now because of the learning curve established in the process of working with the old site. Eureka, Ecovillage is a state of mind. Share it. Now others are moving here because energy is starting to concentrate on our Ecovillage retrofit. Those who begin similar processes in other neighborhoods will begin to share transformative energy here as well. There are so many people with large reserves of knowledge and skills, people isolated in their efforts to create change, and frustrated at not having an appropriate place or community in which their talents and energies can be utilized and validated. Hopefully, this is the decade in which more and more of us will find one another and create the synergies for accelerating planetary transformation. New alignments are taking place for many of us as we realize our transformations must begin where we are. The skills and knowledge are present within to heal ourselves, our neighborhoods, our cities, our planet, and we have the public responsibility to do it. There is no more time for waiting and searching for the place where I can live happily ever after. Ecovillage is the form of community we have chosen to transform or retrofit our neighborhood. Recently, Diane Herring, an LA Ecovillage core group member and ecosystem designer, enthusiastically commented to one of our dialogue groups, "Ecovillage is a state of mind. You think, you play around, you talk about and work on all these interactive systems, then other people join with you. And soon, it just jumps out at you. You start thinking in Ecovillage systems about everything. We believe our city, our bioregion, and the world at large desperately need inner-city models of sustainable neighborhoods. Those of us in the planning group have a longing for community and meaningful work in response to the pain of our city, and the pain that Los Angeles has brought to the planet through its giant media machine. We are elated to be doing something about it." About the author. Lois Arkin is the founder and executive director of CRSP, Cooperative Resources and Services Project, a 14-year-old nonprofit organization committed to small cooperative ecological communities. CRSP is the coordinating organization for LA Ecovillage. She was co-editor of Sustainable Cities, Concepts and Strategies for Eco-City Development, Eco Home Media, 1992, and Cooperative Housing Compendium, Resources for Collaborative Living, UC Davis, Center for Cooperatives, 1993.